Hello, love bugs. If you're new here, welcome. And if you an OG, welcome back. I hope y'all are having a great day. I am super excited because your girl's talking about some new Pattern products. A lot of people aren't talking about this, but your good sis Pattern pulled up in my mailbox. They sent this to me and I was like, what? Thank you. Shout out to the team at Pattern for sending this over. So today we're going to be doing a full detailed review of the Pattern Styling Custard Shine and Define. You guys know I've had a lot of success with Pattern products. I feel like my hair responds very well to the Pattern products, and I feel like, I don't know, they get a lot of criticism, but for me, they just get it right. And I feel like Pattern is 50-50 for a lot of people. Either they really don't like it, or they just love it. I don't feel like there's really any in between. So today we're going to be reviewing this product. I'm super excited because y'all know I love to find a new, more lighter weight styler to use because I got fine strands and I like big fluffy curls. So if you are interested in seeing all there is to know about the Pattern Beauty Styling Custard, then just keep on watching. I was actually kind of thinking about using this as a one and done, but if you watch my previous Use Up the Stash and Chat video, you know that I kind of went overboard with the protein recently. And so I think I'm going to add just a little bit of the leave-in just to add a little bit more softness to my strands. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to each third of my hair, and then we'll come back and we'll start talking about the custard. All right, so heads up, this is going to be a mixture of, you know, me talking to you guys in real time and voiceover because my mouth hurts. And I just finished filming a video that, like, I mean, I was sitting there talking for like an hour, so yeah, my mouth hurts. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I have an appointment to get a tooth extraction coming, so I'm in a lot of pain. So that's why this is going to be a mixed bag. So now we're going to go into the Pattern Styling Custard to Define and Shine, and this is in a 15 fluid ounce container. And this is great for curlies, coilies, and tight textures when your styles want to play. It does say that on clean, damp hair, to apply a small amount in sections, smooth from root to tip, and style as desired. For pro tip, use shower brush to gently work styling custard through, starting at the ends and working towards the roots to get juicy definition. So they do have their own styling brush. I actually do own it, but I don't use brushes when I style my hair. Because with my hair type, it just makes the roots really puffy and the ends really defined. Just fair warning, this is a looser custard. It said a little bit more. When I got this, it was warm, so it was like flying everywhere. I will do a close-up shot of this so you guys can see a really nice close-up view of this. But it is lighter weight. It's a little jiggly. It's kind of giving me like cream gel vibes, but not in like the sense of the curl gel. The curl gel is definitely like a light hold gel infused in a lotion. This one definitely has more of that custardy, slippery type of texture. This is what my hair is looking like after adding the leave-in. I just added enough to kind of glaze things over and add a little bit of extra softness, but I didn't want to add too much. So going in with that custard, I'm going to use about this much. I don't want to use too much because I can already tell that it's going to be slippery. I watched from Sable from Curls with CPA. She got amazing results with this, but she did a twist out, and I'm gonna use this for a wash and go. Yeah, I like the texture. It has a little bit more weight to it once you feel it in your hands. And going on the hair. Okay, yeah, I like this. So immediately you can see it pulling out a lot of shine, which I love. Oh. Oh. Okay, I like this. So far, I like this. I feel like a lot of times I have this reaction with Pattern Stylers because her products give my hair a lot of shine. So this actually grips onto the strands very, very well. It's not leaving any type of coating or residue, but it's just adding really nice definition. Like it's kind of like an instant thing, you know what I mean? I also kind of feel like you could use this as a one and done product because just feeling it on my hands and in my fingers, there is a lot of moisture. Like just on my fingers, they just feel like there's a lot of moisture. In comparison to their lightest weight styler, which is what I would consider to be the curl gel, only because the styling cream automatically is going to have a heavier type of finish than that. In comparison, this one does add more weight to the hair. So I think that this will be preferred to that for a lot of naturals because that one is incredibly lightweight. You can definitely feel that there's going to be more of a cast. Even though this definitely feels like it's going to have a light cast, you can definitely tell that there's still more of a cast than... Sorry, trying not to pop this strand in half. Do y'all do that when you section out your hair? Like you always have like this one strand that ends up in a different section. So yeah, that one definitely doesn't have that much of a cast. Like it does have a cast. And I do have a video using that product if you would like to see it. So it does have a cast, but this is definitely going to give you more of a cast simply because it does contain more film forming ingredients, whereas the curl gel has a more emollient base. Okay, so this is the first section. Immediately, I'm in love. I feel like for those of you that do wash and goes, I feel like there's always a certain level that you can see like this wash and go is going to be bomb. And I'm already getting that feeling. It has just enough weight for me. I feel like it's not going to be too weighed down. The product feels like it has a lot of moisture. It's giving me a lot of shine, but I can already feel a cast starting to set in, which I really, really enjoy. I feel like this is going to be a bomb wash and go. I'm gonna go ahead and just do the rest of my head. We'll come back, talk about my thoughts with my hair wet, and then I'll pull up tomorrow with my first day results. Okay guys, so you know I wouldn't be me if I didn't give you a few more specifics on this product. So this is again formulated with parents and kids in mind. This is a lightweight and slippy styling custard that is supposed to make hair care easier at every age. So you can layer this for a hydrated hold, definition, and extra shine. And it's also packed with ingredients like flaxseed oil, agave, Irish moss, and chamomile. This is perfect for wet or dry ponytails, flat twists, braid outs, twist outs, and bantu knots. So you can use this for a wealth of applications. And of course, we got to go over some of these ingredients. So the first 5 include water, glycerin, polyquat 37, polysorbate 20, polyquat 11, And then that is followed up by your marketed ingredients, including that flaxseed, Irish moss, chamomile, and your agave. So this does have those marketed ingredients like smack dab in the ingredients list. Not quite as high as I usually like to see them, but as I'm familiar with Pattern, that this is kind of standard for their products. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off with this demo and we'll talk about my wet results. Okay guys, so far this is like literally everything. I really need to get my hair cut, y'all. I need to stop playing. I love the texture of this product. It is a very easy application. If you're someone that's looking for a quick wash and go product, I think that this is definitely it. And I definitely see why they also market this for the whole family, because I think this would be a great option for kids. I think the only thing that they could have thought about when it comes to marketing to the whole family is the fragrance. I think that this may not be the best product for kids in terms of fragrance, because kids' skin can be very, very sensitive. And even if it is like a natural, you know, a natural organic fragrance, like those can still really break kids out. Even though the fragrance in this is lighter, it is still strong. You're going to notice it. It's probably going to linger in your hair. So maybe not the best. Like I feel like maybe this was probably the product that they should have made like fragrance free. If they were going to market it to not just adults, but also to children as well. Overall, I'm in love with how this performed on my hair. And the thing that sealed the deal for me was this section right here. This section has been giving me hell. And even with my favorite products, like it's just kind of been looking dusty, and not in the sense that I have like dusty, crusty product buildup, but it has just been like, products have not been able to add any type of shine to it. It's just kind of been matting a little bit, so I've had to really be conscious of that section. Y'all know if I ever have an issue with a part like somewhere in my head, it's this section right here. This just glided through so perfectly. This section of my head has not looked this good in a styling video in a while, like probably like a couple of months. I don't want to speak too soon, but from what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing, like I'm loving what I'm getting from this product. But yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna allow my hair to set for like 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna hop under the hooded dryer and I'll come back tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try to give you guys like at least day 1 through 3 results, and we'll see if we get anything longer than that. So yeah, I'll be right back with the next day's results. Okay guys, so I am back and this is day 1 hair. So as you can see, my hair is very stretched. That is intentional. I did it on purpose because your girl made some fatal flaws with this wash and go, but I can still get something cute out of anything, right? So let me turn around so you can see the full wash and go, and then I will go ahead and get into my initial thoughts for day 1. So when I got off camera yesterday, I told you guys my plans for drying and setting this wash and go, which was to allow my hair to set for 30 minutes and then hop underneath my hooded dryer. Well, that didn't happen. I had some errands that I ended up having to run. I was not that worried about it until I realized that even though it was really cool outside, it was very moist outside. Like we hadn't had any rain, but it was still like the air was just like thick like it was nasty. So basically I went outside with wet hair in like my own little fishbowl in the middle of North Carolina. As soon as I walked up outside, the frizz went shoot and my hair went shoot. So as I've mentioned in the clips prior, glycerin is the second ingredient in this formula. Now there are a lot of really great extracts and oils in here as well, but this product is not as emollient heavy as some of her other stylers. So for me, in setting this wash and go, I probably would have been fine if I did not have to leave the house, but it did look questionable when I got home, and it did look questionable when it finished drying. So I had some pieces that had just like were hanging, and then I had other pieces that really like drew up. So I ended up having to just go ahead and stretch my hair. I should have taken some video of what it looked like before stretching, but it was ugly. Like I looked like a character off Ren and Stimpy, okay? So I was not feeling that look. So I did end up going in with my blow dryer. I used a little bit of the Pattern jojoba oil to scrunch out the very minimal crunch that was on my hair. And then I took my blow dryer and just stretched my hair using the blow dryer. And then while I was doing my makeup, I had my hair tied up in these satin scrunchies just so that it could maintain its stretch and cool down in that stretch state as I styled my hair. Now, I do get a lot of questions about how do I keep my hair from shrinking back up after I stretch. I mean, if you know the answer, please let me know because I don't have one. My hair just naturally shrinks, you know, so it kind of depends. Sometimes when I stretch my hair, it will shrink all the way back up to my ears. And then sometimes I'll stretch my hair and it will shrink literally to the place where I was hoping my hair would land in the first place. So it kind of looks like what I wanted my hair to look like on day one. It just depends on the product. So obviously, if you don't really like glycerin in your products, this is not the product for you. For me though, I actually really enjoy this. If I had to compare it to anything, I would compare it to that Carol's Daughter Cocoa Creme. Was it the Curl? It's like a gel cream. I did a video. I'll link it in the description box. This reminds me the most of that, but this is thicker in texture. Even though it probably doesn't look it in the jar, in the hands, this has a thicker viscosity than that one. I also feel like this one is definitely more applicable for me when it comes to just wanting to do a wash and go, just throwing this in my hair and using it for a wash and go. The Carol's Daughter one, while I like my results with it, like I said in that video, I think it would be better suited as like a curl primer for those of you that have fine strands and you need something that's going to kind of prime your curls, something that can be used under heavier gels so that you can get that hard hold while also having that volume. Then I think that product would be great for you because it holds a lot of moisture. If I had to pick one over the other, I would absolutely 100% pick this one just because I don't have to really finesse it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, regardless of how funky the drying process was, I still came out with a really bomb wash and go. Now, do I have a lot of halo frizz? Absolutely. And this isn't frizz that I created. This is, well, I guess it kind of is because this is the frizz that cropped up as soon as I walked outside. So, I mean, logically, I don't like to dry my hair regardless of ingredients. I don't really like to go outside to dry my hair. I like to be in the house. I like to, you know, let the hair set for 30 minutes and get up under my hooded dryer. That's how I like to dry my hair. It sets my hair better and it lasts longer when I do that. As far as the cast on this product goes, I feel like it's definitely a light cast. There was definitely some type of hold there, but it wasn't like I was scrunching out a bunch of crunch. My hair felt very bouncy. It felt very soft, but it didn't feel like it wasn't coated in a styling product. You know what I'm saying? I can feel the product on my hair, not in a bad way. I can tell that there's something there holding my hair in place, but it doesn't feel like an eco styler. It doesn't feel like a wet line. It doesn't even feel like kinky curly. Like y'all know kinky curly can give you a very strong hold. It doesn't feel like that. I would say in terms of hold, if you like the way this feels on your hair, that kind of not crispy, but just like, yeah, something's on my hair and it's keeping it in place. If you like the way this feels on your hair, then I think you will like the way the Pattern one feels on your hair. These aren't necessarily comparable products because the ingredients are very, very different and they're going to react in your hair very, very different. But as far as the type of cast that you get, the cast itself is very reminiscent of this. My hair feels amazing. It feels absolutely wonderful. It's soft. It has maintained some of that shine, even though I'm kind of surprised that my hair is even remotely shiny, because a lot of times when I really have to go in with my blow dryer to stretch, I don't have any shine left. I think it looks very good considering that I didn't set my wash and go in a way that would set this look up for success. I think it looks really good for that. I think my hair looks bomb. Like, honestly, I think this product does really well when stretching. I expected to have more frizz. I expected to have less definition, and I expected to have less shine. It's a big part of the reason why I don't do a lot of stretching with my hair, because I feel like a lot of those things that I look for in a wash and go disappear when I stretch my hair too often. But this stood up to all of that. I also really appreciate that my hair does not feel dry after stretching with the blow dryer. A lot of times, depending on the product, my hair can feel very dry, a little stiff after going in with a blow dryer to stretch my hair. Even though I don't use high heat, it just, I don't know, it's just something my hair don't like a lot of the times, and my hair still has really, really nice moisture. I think that this wash and go has the potential to last at least 4 days, and we shall see. Let's see, today's Thursday, so tomorrow's Friday. I'm gonna be at home working all day tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure this weekend I'm gonna be going out with my mom, so I'll see how this stands up to the elements. But so far, I really, really like it. Going back to the claims, it says it's a lightweight and slippy styling custard to make hair care easier at every age. And I definitely agree with that. It is a lightweight styler. You can feel that lightness in your curls. My hair is very springy. Even though this does kind of pull the curls down a little bit when you apply it to the hair, it leaves a really nice bounce and spring to the curls. And it does have beautiful slip. It grips onto the strands just enough, but you can still glide your fingers through. It's very easy to style. You can use a brush with it. You can just use your fingers, however you like to style your hair. I think it will work well. Scoop lightly and layer for hydrated hold. Hydrated hold, absolutely. Definition and extra shine. Yes, I agree. I do have definition and I do have extra shine. This may not be the desired definition that someone with like super duper coarse hair with like tons of strands on their head might enjoy, but this is definitely something that is up my alley for the specifics of my hair. It says that it's filled with flaxseed oil, agave, Irish moss, and chamomile. This custard is perfect for wet or dry ponytails, flat twist braid outs, twist outs, and bantu knots. So yeah, I can see this being used on dry hair too. There's just something about this formula that I feel like it'll work well for both. I don't have any flakes, or as far as I've seen, you know. Y'all know I'd be struggling with the back of my head, but I haven't seen any flakes. I haven't felt anything. I took my hair down wearing this shirt, so it is black. So, what's that? Oh, that's lint. Okay, yeah, so I don't see any flakes on my clothes, which is usually the telltale sign. If I don't see it in the air when I, do anything with my hair, I'll see it on my clothes. While I've been touching my hair, I haven't seen anything floating around in the air. So this definitely is giving me flake-free, very hydrating, shiny, soft, defined hair. Again, like I said, so the smell is definitely lingering in my hair. So like I said, I would still be cautious, and this is my only real criticism right now that I think Pattern should consider if you're going to market to children. Fragrance is definitely something that I feel like you should look out for. And me personally, if I were a parent, I would be mindful of how fragrant a product is for my children. And especially a scent like this. It's not candy-ish. It's not tropical, sweet. I think those types of scents are a lot more palatable for children. This is like a strong, woody, rosy, floral scent, you know? So I don't know how well this would do with a child. I can see this upsetting an adult's asthma, honestly. So I can imagine, like, if you have a kid that has asthma or is really sensitive to any type of fragrance, I think that you would want to consider that before you put this in your child's hair. And I think Pattern should also consider that. I feel like if you're going to market something to kids, I understand staying on brand, but at the same time, I think for children, I would prefer for this to be fragrance free. If this is something you're going to market to use for yourself and for your kids, I think it's great marketing. And I think this does have the potential to be a great styler for children because it's kind of like an all-in-one thing. You can use it on your kids' dry hair. You can use it on wet hair. If you have a baby that loves, you know, wash and goes, you know, you got a sweet little wash and go girl, this would be great for her. But you can also use this to put braids in her hair, any type of plaits, anything. The slip in this product is going to give you ease in styling. So it's going to make it easier for children who often tend to be very tender-headed. So I think that this absolutely does have potential for kids. I just think the fragrance of this is a big miss for children. Y'all know for me, it took me a minute with the smell of Pattern Beauty. And I wear a lot of heavy fragrances. Like I wear like a lot of heavy florals. I like ouds. I like to smell spicy. I like strong fragrances. So the fact that for a long time, before really giving this line a chance, the smell bothered me. I think that says something. And I think that is something that they should be mindful of when it comes to marketing towards children. So if you are a parent and you are thinking about, oh, like I can use this for myself and I can use this on my child, I would consider that if you have not used Pattern products before, the smell might take you aback, you know, and you might want to consider that before putting it on your baby, you know, just saying. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off camera and I'm going to see how long I can get this wash and go to last. I'm aiming for at least through Sunday. We'll see. Because I do have other things I need to film. So I can't be letting this wash and go forever. But I'm definitely aiming for Sunday, maybe Monday. So we'll cross our fingers and we'll see. And I will be back with my day, hopefully 4, possibly 5 results and final thoughts. Okay, so moving on to day 2, you can see I definitely have a little bit more frizz, and my hair has drawn up some as I expected it to. So overall, I love the moisture that I had in my hair. I felt like it still maintained a lot of its shine as well as its definition, but it was just getting really stiff, and I think that really is just a combination of me just going out with wet hair in a very humid climate. So moving on to day 3, I was just kind of over it. I just went ahead and just let it go, honestly. But I do still really enjoy the product. I think next time I would use this as a one and done, and I'm definitely going to do better about setting my hair. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.